Hey everybody, Mark from Northeast Bass Fishing. How you doing? I'm going to do the next installment of the bait room setup video, and what I've got here is pretty much just some different swim baits, that you haven't seen from over when I did the rack videos. A couple of hard swim baits and some fluke soft plastic jerk bait type baits. So I guess I'll just start over here. I'll put these over here so it's easy for you guys. This is just a box. This is the old tech baits that Eric used to make, that Pete Stoneman & Son Lures is making now. And, if you like this mold and you like these colors, Pete has taken over for Eric and is doing, doing all the soft baits now. And it's a really nice, nice looking swim bait. I've done very well, especially with this perch one here, which I love. But a lot of cool colors. If you guys like, those paddle tail swim baits, you want to get them in custom colors, you can. So this is just a box of some different ones that I have that I've put in boxes that aren't in bags still. So nice looking, swim bait, that traditional swim bait, soft plastic body that we all love. And you can get them custom made. Just go to Stoneman & Son Lures. I know that says tech baits, but you guys remember, when Eric did tech baits. He's retired now, and Pete's doing them now. So that's a box of those. I guess I can just go left to right. These are all ones you guys all know very well. These are all Keitechs. Now, most of us leave the Keitechs in those clamshell boxes. We don't want to get the tails destroyed. But if you put them in your Plano type boxes and you just lay them flat, and you lay them flat in your boat, you're not going to mess up the tails and ruin the action of the bait. So these are the Keitech swim baits. I think these are the 3-pointed, yeah. And what I always do is when on the clamshell package, I always just cut these off. So I first of all remember the size. Not that that's that hard, but I like to remember the colors because I have so many different cool colors, and I keep those in there, and so that when I get low on a color, I know what to. I don't know where that one is. It's underneath. That is. Then I know, like smallmouth magic, well, I've only got 2 left. So it's probably time, if I order, more swim baits, more Keitechs, to order some 3/8 in that smallmouth magic color, unless I have them on the shelf. And I just, when I go through my stuff in the winter and look at, do inventory and see what I need, what I've used a lot of, what I want to replace, things like that. That's what I do. But these are all 3.8s. That Sexy Shad color is one of my favorites. I mean, these colors are all outstanding. They all work. I have confidence in every one of these colors. And the 3/8 is, a little bit of the bigger size, but very popular still. I probably might throw the 3.3 more, but the 3/8 is, I throw a lot also. So that's the Keitech in the 3/8 in that size box. Let's see. Keitech. I thought I put the size on the front. I guess I did not. These are probably the 3.3s, I'm guessing. And I threw in the black in the 4.8. So if you like that big size, and the black is a very productive color in any size. So I have the black ones in many different colors, or many different sizes. Here's your 3.3 in the black. Just show you a few of these colors quick. It's that Morning Dawn color. See, Morning Dawn. The 3.3-inch Morning Dawn. This perch color is one of my favorites. And as I said, all of these colors are outstanding. They work, I have really not found a color of a Keitech swim bait that I haven't liked or said, oh, I'm not going to buy that again. That's not really worth it. Silver minnow flash there. That's the male perch, a little different than the other one. You can see it's got a little more chartreuse to it than that one. That one's a little darker. And I like to just cut these out and stick them in there so I don't forget, the color or the size, mostly the color. The more you throw these, and if you're, an experienced Keitech thrower, you start to remember the colors just by looking at them. Electric Shad is always a nice one. I like those flecks on the bottom. Let's see, Tennessee Shad, Old Standby. That Pro Blue is a nice one. And that IU. It's nice. So they're all, you know, excellent colors. Very popular bait. Most of you guys watching my channel, I'm sure, are probably throwing a Keitech or have thrown a Keitech, you know, at some point. You know, if you're an avid bass fisherman, who hasn't really? Let's see. More Keitechs. I thought I put the sizes on these. I guess I didn't. Like on the box itself. This looks like more 3.3s here. Smallmouth Magic. Let's see. I just want to make sure that they're all 3.3s, and obviously, yep, that's 3.8. 3.3, yeah, 3.8 is the blue. So wherever there's a blue one in there, it's a 3.8. Wherever there's a pink one in there, it's a 3.3. This color's really cool. I forget what this one's called, but I really like this one. The Chartreuse Shad. Yeah, this is a nice one. Did very well in this one when I first got it. But more 3.8s, mostly 3.8s in this box. A few 3.3s. But as I said, as long as you've got them, if you take them out of that clamshell and you put them in the box flat, and you lay these in your boat flat, or if you put them in a bag, you keep it flat, they're not going to, you know, all pile up in one corner and you mess up the tails and you know, putting it in hot water trying to straighten them out. All right, here, let's see what we got. This is going to probably be 2.8s. This will be my guess, since we haven't seen those yet, and it is. So here's the small size, that 2.8, which is when I'm swimming them. I'll use this color a lot. I don't like a small screw head, a 3/16 or an 1/8 ounce. But like I said, I always like to put these cut these out of the pack and put them in. So I'm pretty sure this is all. It looks like there's a couple 3.3s back there. So it looks like mostly 2.8s, and I do see one pink, one 3.3. I'm assuming these are all. Oh, got a 3.8 in the Morning Dawn, or 3.3, sorry. Black and blue. Looks like a 3.3, or I'm sorry, 2.8. So this is the smaller size, that 2.8 and that 3.3, and some different Keitech colors. So as I said, if you just leave them flat in the box, you'll be okay. You won't ruin your tails or the swimming action. If you want to make a little more room, whoops. Knocking my so-called table over here. All right, you know what? I'll keep that up there because I can put the baits down on it. I've done this one. Let's move this over here. I'm just going to go left to right. So let me show you. Here's some of the hard baits. So the glide baits. I am not a big. Now you'll say, well, you got a whole box of them, Mark, but I don't throw these. You know, I'm not a big S-Waver guy or a big glide bait guy. They're fun. I do tie them on, every now and then and throw them around. And in my experience, because I haven't done it enough, admittedly, I get a lot of follows and not a lot of hookups. They look great in the water, these S-Wavers. Now, these are all the River to Sea S-Wavers here. There's those 5 different colors there, the trouts, the bass, perch color. So, excellent colors. This is the old Sebile Magic Swimmer. Got a few of those in there that I think Berkley is making now because Berkley bought out Sebile. This is the 6th Sense. I forget what these are called. Let me just see. I think I actually put it up over here, so I didn't forget. Oh, there they are. The Speed Glide 100 and the Hybrid Swim Crank. Speed Glide 100. These guys, which I did another video on. You guys can look back in my archives and see that. And the Hybrid Swim Crank, same body, but it's got that bill in there. So these look really cool in the water too. A little lighter and smaller profile than obviously the S-Wavers or the Magic Swimmers, but a cool option. So for you guys that love doing this, you put the time in. I have not. I will eventually, as time goes by, I'll probably put more time in and get some more confidence in these. They are cool. They look great in the water, and I've had some huge fish follow them. But I know it's not a numbers game, and you just got to stick with it. So when I do, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. As far as on the side of the bigger plastic swim baits, these are some that I just put in a box. I had them in bags. This is the little creepers, and if you want a realistic looking swim bait, these little creepers are awesome. As I've said, even with the S-Wavers, these bigger swim baits, I don't throw them a lot. When I have thrown this, it looks just outstanding in the water. And I just kind of throw it in the water and watch it swim around and wait for somebody to come up and get it. But I have not gone out there and just done it all day and put the time in. So I'll never blame the bait. It's definitely me, and I have to, ignore my flipping sticks and my other baits and just go out and really put the time in. But these little creepers are just, if you're looking for a soft plastic swim bait that you can use these big, beast hooks on, these are great. I don't know what size that, I don't know if that has the weight on it. I don't think so. It's probably a half. But these look awesome in the water. Very realistic, great kicking action. So those little creepers are awesome. I have some up on the rack still that I haven't taken out of the bags yet. But that's a really cool looking bait. So for you guys who like those, they are cool. I will admit they are very cool. Now, I guess you could put this more in the jig category, these dark sleepers. I know guys who are more experienced with these than I am have told me you kind of got to throw it like a jig. I have thrown them a little with moderate success. I haven't really thrown them a lot, or the sleeper gill, but I plan to, as as the season goes on here, because they are so cool looking. They're so cool looking. So I guess you could really consider these maybe more of a jig, because I've been told the best way to throw them is like a jig. So it's something that I need to, just like the other swim baits, take it out on the water and just get, more confidence in it by throwing these dark sleepers around. Getting some more faith in them. It's like any bait. The more you throw it, the better you get with it. The more confidence you get in it, then you want to do it more. And like those the Keitechs, I do tend to chop these little things off here, so don't forget the colors, because I would definitely forget some of these color names. And the size and the weight of the bait. So I usually do that and put that in my box just for myself. So it's something, if you guys are trying to be more organized, it's a good way to go. The rest of these here are just kind of our soft plastic jerk baits. And the first one is the old standby, the classic, maybe the one that started it all, along with the Fluke, is the Slug-Go. When I first got into bass fishing in the 90s, this was a extremely popular bait. I don't see a lot of guys throw the Slug-Go or hear them talk about it, and they may just be catching fish on it, not telling anybody. I personally can't remember the last time I threw these, because I'm always just throwing a Fluke. But when I, just doing this video series, when I see some of these older baits that I haven't used in a while, I want to go out and throw them again, because the fish haven't seen them. And the Slug-Go it just looks so great in the water. It really looks like a dying bait fish. It's the same idea as a Fluke, or not quite the same action, but it does have that dying bait fish look. They make lots of great colors. And I can remember when these first came out, we would kill them on these, especially just this pearl white one. I mean, this was killer, on all the reservoirs and stuff. And I'm sure they will still work today. You just got to throw them like any other bait. But the Slug-Go is still available widely. I haven't bought new Slug-Gos in a while, because I have boxes. I have some in bags still, so it's a great bait. So if you guys haven't tried it, you're looking for a new soft bait, jerk bait option, give the Slug-Go a try. I highly recommend it. Let's see. Plastic jerk bait. So this is probably just a mixture of different brands from over the years. Oh, that was good. Just looking at them, some of them might be Bass Assassins. There was a brand that I remember getting years ago. Jones was it was like Jones Bait Company that made a nice one, which I think is that. I think this is the Jones one here. And I remember I first got these, probably late 90s, early 2000s, and brought them over. I think it was Cranberry Lake in Jersey. Man, did I slam them on them. So some of these are probably that Jones version. Some of these might be old Berkeley's. Like that one right there. Looks like, I think these with the eyes were old Berkeley's. I don't remember who made these, but there was a fishing store somewhere in Pennsylvania. What was the name of that? Angler's Paradise. And I think I got these there. Now that Angler's Paradise, for the guys in the know, that's old time. They have not existed for a long time. And I think I got the Jones ones there, because I love throwing the Fluke. So anytime I saw another brand, that made one that might have been a little different style, I would always, grab them and try them out. So that's, I think, some old Berkeley's, some Jones, And I don't recall who made that one. I cannot remember. But I think I might have got those at Angler's Paradise in PA. And, you know, for you guys in the know, we're talking a long time ago. These are definitely Bass Assassins. So that's why I think those ones are the Joneses, because the Bass Assassins just have a single tail. Those ones have a forked tail. The Bass Assassin is a great soft plastic jerkbait. I have just as much confidence in this as I do in a Zoom Fluke. I throw the Fluke more, but these are great. Love this baby bass one. Used to throw that a lot back in the day. These chartreuse ones, I mean, they're all, you know, any of these pearl with that silver flake, these were all great. Lots of cool colors. And it's outstanding. So if you guys like throwing soft plastic jerkbaits, you haven't tried a Bass Assassin yet, I recommend it. Give it a shot. You've seen on some of my other videos, I've got some new colors. They're not on this box, they're still in bags. Because I think it's a great bait. It's definitely worth, you know, trying if you want to show the fish something different than just a fluke, which, you know, most of us, including myself, throw a lot. And I believe these are all different fluke colors in some of these boxes here. So, Zoom is a company that makes their baits in a ton of different colors. Some of these I like more than others. Some of them I think might catch my eye more than the fish's eye. But anytime I can get anything with some chartreuse in it, even if it's a clear bait, any of these ones that look like these bait fish type colors, now I don't remember the names of all these, I always like to try them. I haven't done great with these darker ones like a red shad or the June bugs, but any of these, you know, more bait fishy looking light colored ones, I've always, you know, you catch fish on them. If you throw them, you're going to catch fish on them. It's just because it's a great bait. It definitely works. Let's see here. I believe these are more Zoom Flukes because it says Zoom Flukes. So you can see this is some wild color ones. Get that a little higher for you. Baby bass color. That watermelon with that chartreuse tail is always good. I think electric chicken or wild chicken or something. Some of these, I don't remember where I found some of these crazy colors. But they make a ton of different colors. So if you like trying different colors in a bait you love, the Zoom Fluke, you could throw a lot of different colors just to try to tempt the fish with something different that they have not seen. And, you know, you might find that secret color on your lake that nobody else knows about. That really works. So, I mean, that's just some different examples of that 5-inch Zoom Fluke, that super fluke right there. Watermelon reds, probably green pumpkin there. I'm not sure if maybe this is a green pumpkin. Not really sure, or if this is. That looks more green pumpkin to me. But whatever. I mean, they're all great colors. They all work. Actually, let me do this here so we can. Keeping this a little higher. Now, this is the one that I keep on the boat because these are the colors I throw the most. The white pearl, the pearl with the chartreuse tail, that straight chartreuse. The bubblegum pink color is awesome. The sexy shad I like. This was a custom color. I don't remember the name of it. I love that one. The trout color was always good. And just this watermelon candy, because, you know, I love watermelon candy. Those are the ones I throw the most. Probably the pearl, the chartreuse, the pink are the ones I throw, I don't know, 85% of the time. I do like to mix in that super clear water. I like to throw that sexy shad. That does well for me. But any of these are cool. If you know you got a big trout lake, try that. I love throwing a fluke. It's a great bait. I've been throwing it for years. The first bass club I joined, the guys in the club threw this a lot, and I became a convert because I didn't even know what they were talking about when they talked about a Zoom Fluke. They all threw it, so I started throwing it, just getting to know the guys and learning how to fish better. It's great. If you haven't thrown a Zoom Fluke, get a 4-aught hook, EWG hook, go out and throw it around on your 6 or 8 pound fluoro and have fun. It's a great bait. Let's see, I think I showed you those. This box here, I think this is one that kind of just had a bunch in, and I took it out and made that smaller box with the ones I use the most and just kind of left these ones in. Not that these aren't great colors, but I didn't need that many different colors in the boat. Some of your lighter, your more shad-looking colors, these are all great. There might be some more sexy shads, they're just older ones. That white with that silver flake is great. They're all good. None of these are bad. I think this blue glimmer, maybe they call it. I forget. But the bait fish color, they're great. I just didn't have room. I just, tried to make some room for a change instead of putting everything I owned into the boat, which is rare for me. And like all of us, we always have more than we need. And last but not least, here's an old school bait. These fingerlings, I forget the name of the company that made these. But just looking at them, I'm sure you guys are like, holy, those are pretty cool. I don't remember who made these fingerling soft plastics back in, like I said, late 90s maybe, early 2000s, 20 plus years ago. Maybe it was Illusion. I can't remember. But they had these painted soft plastic jerkbaits. And when these first came out and I got them, I think I brought them up to Merrill Creek Reservoir and slammed them. Now, who knows? I might have caught them on anything. But these like bass-like ones, I mean, I'd kill them. I'd kill them with it. These two colors here, I don't remember what they call these colors, 20 plus years ago that I got these. Who made them? I don't remember. I don't know. I can't imagine. I don't know why nobody does nowadays. I mean, just looking at them, they're great. They're great. They swim nice. They're all really coolly, they're so cool, the paint jobs on them. And, it's that fluke body. So how could a fish resist these? They look even more, they look about as realistic as you can get. And this clear one, I mean, just look at these paint jobs. If any of you guys out there remember who made these, what company did, I'm sure they're probably impossible to find nowadays. But at the time, when they first came out, these were very, very, very productive for me. Very productive. The plastic was a little stiffer than not quite as soft as the Zoom baits. Maybe not quite as the action of those, but with the paint jobs, I mean, they were great. And it was, fingerlings is what they were called. Now, like I said, who made them? I never, when you never think a bait's going to stop being made and you catch fish on it, but whoever made them, stopped making them, went out of business or just stopped making them. So if they're out there somewhere, I'd love to know where I'd grab a few bags. But I'm sure they wouldn't be the same as they were back in the day when they were first made. But that's them. That's what they look like, and they're very cool. They're very cool. So if any of you guys out there are old school like me and have those, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. So like I said, if anybody knows who made them or whatever happened to them, let me know. It'd be interesting to know. But that's an old classic bait right there. The Slug-Go is an old classic bait, and they still make it. This one, I don't even know it was even that many years after I got them when I couldn't find them anymore. But that's the fingerlings, soft plastic jerkbaits. Really, really a cool idea. I'm surprised no one has copied it, since everybody copies everybody nowadays. But that's it, guys. So that is, well, I kept it under 40 minutes, so it's not bad. I guess when you get to these smaller racks, there's not as much stuff. So that's that section, the swim baits and the hard and soft swim baits and the Fluke style baits, soft plastic jerk baits from that section right there. So now I can organize that back up. The next section I'll probably do is my jig section, and then I'll start moving over here to the hard baits and the spinner baits and all that good stuff. So I've started to take some stuff that I've had upstairs, in the garage and in the boats, and bringing it back down, just to do these videos and to kind of organize everything and decide what I really want to have, as the season moves on here and progresses here in August. But so next I have a lot of jigs up in the garage, so I still have that many down here. So you guys, that might be a long one, but for you jig lovers, you'll probably love it. So that's it, guys. You know, as I've said in all these videos, if you saw one particular bait you'd like more info on, or want me to go over it, you know, in detail, I will, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so I appreciate the support, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon on YouTube. Mark out.